General Hospital will reveal about lately. The General Hospital, GH, fanbase has been abuzz with growing speculation and concern surrounding actress Alexa Havens, who currently portrays Lulu Spencer on the long-running ABC soap. Despite being a relatively new addition to the cast, recent developments suggest that Alexa's time on the show might be cut unexpectedly short. This possibility has sparked outrage and disappointment among loyal viewers, particularly because Lulu's storyline has only just begun to heat up, with complex emotional arcs involving her relationships, motherhood, and long-buried secrets finally being explored. The idea that she could be written out now, just as her story gains momentum, is something many fans are calling a serious misstep by the producers. The first indication that something was amiss came when observant viewers noticed that Alexa Havens was conspicuously missing from the latest opening sequence of GH. This omission stood out even more when other new or returning cast members, such as Jonathan Jackson, were prominently featured. For many longtime soap watchers, the presence, or absence, of an actor in the opening credits has long been a subtle but telling signal of that character standing on the show. When an actor is not included, it often points to a temporary role, a short-term contract, or worse, an impending exit. In Alexa's case, it raised red flags almost immediately, particularly because Lulu is currently involved in several front-burner plots. Adding fuel to the fire are rumors that Alexa Havens is working under a short-term contract, which reportedly expires sooner than those of other cast members. In the fast-paced and ever-shifting world of daytime television, short contracts are typically used when the writers or producers only intend for a character to appear in a limited capacity. This information, coupled with Alexa's absence from the promotional materials, has led many to believe that the writers may already be preparing to write Lulu out, again. This possibility has not sat well with fans, many of whom believe that Alexa hasn't been given a fair opportunity to fully integrate into the cast or develop Lulu's character arc. Her take on Lulu, more reserved, emotionally guarded, yet quietly intense, has already drawn praise from viewers who were skeptical about anyone stepping into the iconic role. To see her abruptly pushed aside, especially after only a short stint, feels not only disappointing but deeply unfair. Across social media, passionate fans are voicing their frustration, demanding transparency from GH's production team and urging them to confirm or deny whether Alexa Havens is truly on her way out. One particularly vocal fan wrote, "It's ridiculous. Alexa has barely had a chance to settle in, and now there's already talk about her leaving. This isn't fair to her or to the viewers who were just starting to connect with her version of Lulu." Others, however, have attempted to calm the growing uproar by pointing out that the opening credits photos may have been taken long before Alexa officially joined the show. One fan speculated the last official photo shoot was back in September, months before Alexa even debuted. That could explain why she's not in the intro yet. Another viewer added, GH only updates the credits once or twice a year. It took forever for Dex and Tracy to be added. Maybe they're just waiting for the next round of updates. While these explanations may seem reasonable on the surface, many longtime viewers aren't convinced. They point out that other characters with similar contract lengths have been added to the opening much faster, and in some cases, old promo photos were used to ensure those actors were featured immediately. The inconsistency in how these decisions are made has left fans wondering whether Alexa is being deliberately excluded, and if so, why? What makes all of this even more concerning is the fact that Lulu Spencer is currently central to several critical storylines, particularly her emotionally fraught dynamic with Dante Falconeri. After emerging from a coma and struggling to reconnect with her life in Port Charles, Lulu's journey has been one of healing, self-discovery, and emotional turbulence. Removing her now would not only be narratively disruptive but could also alienate viewers who have been heavily invested in watching her slowly rebuild her world. Alexa's nuanced performance has added fresh depth to the character, making her return feel both organic and compelling, something that isn't easy to achieve when reintroducing a beloved legacy character. The uncertainty surrounding her status has ignited widespread calls for clarity. Many fans are asking, if the rumors are false, why hasn't GH made an effort to confirm her long-term status? And if the rumors are true, why hasn't Alexa's portrayal been promoted more prominently in the meantime? Fans are urging the producers to provide honest answers, and more importantly, to ensure equal treatment for all actors, regardless of when they joined the show. In a program that thrives on legacy, change, and continuity, viewers expect respect and fairness not only in the writing but in how the cast is treated behind the scenes. For now, the fate of Alexa Havens and her portrayal of Lulu remains uncertain. But one thing is clear, the fans are paying attention, and they aren't staying silent. Whether Alexa is set to leave or continue her run on General Hospital, the way this situation has unfolded has already struck a nerve. Viewers will no doubt continue to tune in, eagerly watching the unfolding storylines and hoping that this won't be another example of an underutilized talent being lost too soon. If GH wants to maintain its devoted audience, it may be time to offer more transparency, and perhaps, a little more loyalty, to those who bring Port Charles to life. Is this a case of injustice? The situation has become even more upsetting to fans when considering that Alexa Havens has only recently joined the cast of General Hospital. She has barely had the time or opportunity to leave a long-lasting impact on the character of Lulu Spencer, yet she now appears to be facing a premature and unceremonious exit. For many viewers, this feels not just disappointing, but downright unfair. The idea that a talented actress, brought in to revive a beloved legacy character, could be so abruptly dismissed has left a bitter taste in the mouths of loyal fans who have followed Lulu's story for years. Alexa stepped into the role of Lulu during a crucial narrative shift, at a time when the character was slowly returning from a traumatic coma and beginning to re-establish her identity in Port Charles. This storyline offered fertile ground for rich, emotional development, and Alexa's portrayal has been praised for its quiet strength, vulnerability, and sincerity. Yet before she could fully root herself in the fabric of GH, rumors of her impending departure have emerged, causing a wave of outrage from fans who believe she hasn't been given a fair shot. Social media platforms and fan forums have lit up with frustrated commentary. Many fans are demanding that the producers of GH provide a clear and transparent explanation about the future of both Lulu Spencer and Alexa Havens. They're not just asking for answers, they're calling for accountability. Why cast a capable and compelling actress in such a high-profile role only to cast her aside so quickly? What message does this send about how new talent is valued, or not valued, on the show? One particularly pointed fan comment, posted on a General Hospital discussion board, summed up the collective sentiment. If it's true that Alexa is leaving, then this is a major injustice. She's only just begun her journey as Lulu, and it's clear her character is central to multiple key storylines. How can they justify removing her now? Others echoed the same disbelief, pointing out that the character of Lulu holds emotional significance for many longtime viewers. Her relationships, with Dante, her children, the Spencer and Falconeri families, are deeply woven into GH's history. To bring her back with such narrative promise, only to push her aside, feels like a betrayal not only to the actress but also to the audience that welcomed her return. What deepens the sense of injustice is that Alexa Havens was stepping into a notoriously difficult role. Lulu Spencer is not just any character, she is the daughter of Luke and Laura, two of daytime television's most iconic figures. Recasting Lulu comes with pressure, scrutiny, and high expectations. Alexa faced that challenge head-on, delivering a nuanced, grounded performance that resonated with many viewers. To now see her potentially removed without even being given the chance to truly prove herself, without a long-term storyline or character growth, has left many fans deeply disillusioned. It's not uncommon in the soap opera world for actors to come and go, especially when storylines shift or contracts expire. But this case feels different. This feels rushed. It feels like a decision made without fully considering what's been built, or the potential that's still untapped. And for a show like General Hospital, which prides itself on legacy, long-term storytelling, and character evolution, fans are struggling to understand why such a promising storyline, and performance, might be cut short so abruptly. Unless GH's producers soon offer a clear, honest statement addressing these rumors, the outrage is only likely to grow. Fans want more than vague hints and speculation, they want clarity. And more than that, they want fairness. They want to know that an actress like Alexa Havens, who came into a difficult role with poise and dedication, will be given the same chance to thrive as others before her. Because if General Hospital is going to bring legacy characters back, then those characters, and the actors behind them, deserve the respect, attention, and creative investment that their stories warrant. Despite the uproar and growing frustration from fans, there are some who have come forward to defend the General Hospital production team, offering alternative explanations for Alexa Havens' absence from the show's updated opening sequence. According to these more optimistic viewers, the omission may not be intentional or symbolic of her character's fate, it could simply be a matter of timing. Several fans have pointed out that the promotional photos used in the show's introduction may have been taken months before Alexa officially signed her contract and began filming as Lulu Spencer. One longtime viewer remarked, "The last time they did a photo shoot for the opening sequence was back in September, long before Alexa was cast. It's very possible that she just missed the timing. We might just have to wait until the next update to see her included." This theory has circulated widely, offering a glimmer of hope to those who fear Alexa's absence is a sign of her departure. In the world of daytime television, where production schedules are often packed and marketing materials are updated infrequently, this explanation isn't entirely out of the realm of possibility. However, this line of reasoning hasn't been enough to put everyone's concerns to rest, especially among GH's most devoted and observant fans, who know all too well how these behind-the-scenes decisions often hint at bigger shifts within the show's cast and storylines. These viewers have been quick to note that other actors with newly signed contracts, especially those in long-term or full-time roles, have been added to the opening montage almost immediately, even if it meant using temporary or older photos. A prime example of this is when Steve Burton returned as Jason Morgan. His image was included in the sequence almost instantly, even though the photo used was not newly taken but instead pulled from previous promotional materials. This discrepancy has made many fans question why Alexa was not afforded the same treatment. If she is truly intended to be a long-term fixture on the show, and if her character Lulu is set to play a significant role moving forward, why hasn't the production made even a minimal effort to feature her image, even temporarily? In a franchise as seasoned and structured as General Hospital, small details like these matter. They speak volumes about how the producers view a character's relevance and an actor's place within the larger ensemble. The fact that Alexa's image has yet to appear, despite her performance already airing and her character deeply embedded in current storylines, has created an uneasy sense of ambiguity. If it were simply a matter of waiting for the next official photo shoot, wouldn't GH have at least acknowledged that? Wouldn't there have been a behind-the-scenes update, a social media post, or even a light-hearted tease about when she might be added? Instead, the silence from the show's production only reinforces the fear that Alexa may not be sticking around long enough to warrant such inclusion. And this isn't just about a missing photo, it's about perception, precedent, and what fans have come to expect based on how past cast members have been treated. Longtime fans are understandably wary. They've seen how these quiet changes in marketing and visibility often precede cast shakeups. They remember when other beloved characters were phased out with minimal warning, and how subtle clues like this were the only signs of what was to come. So while some cling to the hope that Alexa's absence from the opening sequence is merely a logistical oversight, others see it as a troubling sign, a warning that once again, a beloved legacy character might be disappearing before her story has truly been told. Until GH makes an official statement or updates the sequence to include Alexa Havens, these questions will continue to loom. The fans are paying attention, not just to the storylines on screen, but to every cue, credit, and omission that might reveal the true direction of the show. Whether this is a temporary delay or the first sign of an unjust exit remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, viewers want answers, and they want fairness. Lulu's storyline is reaching its peak. One of the most puzzling and frustrating aspects of Alexa Haven's potential departure from General Hospital lies in the timing, because it simply couldn't be more critical. Lulu Spencer's storyline is not fading into the background or winding down. On the contrary, it is steadily climbing toward what feels like a pivotal climax. The narrative threads surrounding Lulu have become increasingly complex, emotionally charged, and dramatically compelling. With tensions escalating across multiple fronts, including unresolved romantic entanglements, her attempt to reconnect with her children, and deeply buried secrets from her past, Lulu has become an integral figure in the ever-evolving drama of Port Charles. Since her return from the coma that kept her off-screen for an extended period, Lulu has found herself navigating a completely transformed world. People have moved on in her absence. Relationships have changed. Loyalties have shifted. And perhaps most painful of all, the life she once knew, particularly her partnership with Dante and her role as a mother, has continued without her. Watching Lulu struggle to reclaim her place not just in her family, but in the town itself, has brought a sense of authenticity and vulnerability to her arc that is both heartbreaking and deeply relatable. It's a rich and layered storyline, one that fans were eager to see unfold and one that Alexa Havens has approached with grace, strength, and a quiet emotional depth that has breathed new life into the character. But her story doesn't exist in a vacuum. Lulu's presence is directly influencing the dynamics of other major characters, most notably Dante Falconeri, who continues to wrestle with guilt, conflicted emotions, and the quiet pull of unresolved love. Their interactions are laced with years of history, unspoken feelings, and the tragic weight of time lost. It's a storyline ripe for exploration, possibly even redemption. And just as this emotional tension is being reignited, Lulu finds herself at odds with Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, whose growing influence over Dante and the children has created a volatile new rivalry. Meanwhile, Harrison Chase, who is closely tied to Brooke Lynn and the surrounding drama, finds himself caught in the crossfire of shifting alliances and emotional fallout. Lulu's role as a catalyst in these conflicts cannot be overstated. Her presence shakes up the status quo. Her decisions carry consequences not just for her own character, but for several others whose lives are intertwined with hers. Removing her from the equation at this critical juncture, just as old wounds are reopening and new battles are beginning, would not only disrupt the narrative momentum but leave audiences feeling as though a crucial chapter was cut short before its story was truly told. Longtime fans of General Hospital know that the show is no stranger to dramatic twists, shocking character exits, and sudden recasts. Over the decades, GH has made a name for itself by constantly evolving. By keeping viewers guessing and never allowing even the most beloved characters to feel entirely safe from unexpected departures. But if the rumors surrounding Alexa Haven's exit are true, this could rank among the more heartbreaking turns in recent memory, not because of the twist itself, but because of what it could have been. Many fans are already calling this a major misstep. After all, Alexa's version of Lulu is still relatively new. The audience is just beginning to understand her portrayal, to invest in her emotional journey, and to reconnect with a character who carries immense legacy and emotional weight. To strip that away before it reaches fruition would feel like not only a wasted opportunity but also a disservice to the viewers who have been promised the return of Lulu in a meaningful, long-term capacity. If, on the other hand, the rumors are false, then fans are demanding accountability and fairness, especially when it comes to how newer cast members are treated. The show's producers owe it to the audience, and to the actors, to provide clear communication about cast transitions. In the case of Alexa Havens, her absence from the opening credits, her rumored short-term contract, and the lack of public clarity have all created a sense of unease and mistrust among even the most loyal fans. At the moment, everything remains uncertain. There has been no official confirmation from the network or producers regarding Alexa's contract status or the long-term future of Lulu Spencer. But one thing is clear, the fans are watching closely. Every new episode, every behind-the-scenes photo, and every shift in the storyline is being analyzed for clues. GH's viewers are some of the most passionate and detail-oriented in daytime television, and they are not taking this situation lightly. Until a formal announcement is made, all we can do is wait and see. Will Lulu stay and continue to rebuild her life in Port Charles, reshaping old relationships and creating new ones? Or will her return be little more than a brief chapter, a fleeting glimpse of what could have been? And most importantly, what does this mean for Alexa Havens, an actress who stepped into a legendary role and brought fresh energy to a character fans have loved for decades? One thing is certain, this is not just about one actress or one character. It's about storytelling, fairness, and respect, for the cast, for the legacy of the show, and for the audience that has remained loyal through every twist and turn. So stay tuned. Because whatever happens next, General Hospital fans will be watching, and they won't forget.